In this video, we're going to be talking about Electric Vehicle Corporation pre-orders, why the company doesn't want to announce their order numbers. I'm going to let the CEO talk about it, and then I will put my own opinion in. So let's begin.
It's very different. It's 200 to 400 square foot. It's more like a pop-up retail location in the flow of traffic in a mall, right? And the reason why we're reluctant to talk about, what's the orders look like and what's the expressions of interest look like, is because when we start to look at what the global interest is and what's the interest in other parts of the United States where we're not launching yet, it becomes difficult for us to even think about places where we're not going to put the vehicles right out of the gate when we're really focused on just California, Oregon, Arizona, and just the left coast, so to speak, right? And so we're just so careful. We want to make sure that we're so focused on the West Coast and on a methodical and strategic ramp up. And that's why we're so careful not to talk about, well, what's our global interest or what's our U.S. interest, and just focus on this part of the U.S. and the regional side. And that's really the reason.
And that regional approach.
Regional approach. So basically the CEO says that, well, you know what he said, but they don't want to show it off because, I guess this would make more sense if I went to this article. So on October 29th, 2018, Solo Electrameccanica released a press release saying that the company's managed to do 23,000 pre-orders for the Solo single passenger electric vehicle, which is approximately 15,500 target MSR. So the price has gone up about $3,000 from this price target of 15,500 simply because of tariffs. If there wasn't tariffs, I think Solo Electrameccanica could lower the price of the vehicle to even more affordable. So, but for now, I still think that demand is high regardless of the Solo electric car going up $3,000. Sometimes meeting price target is hard, but maybe once they get up to US production, they can lower the price of the Solo cars, so they can bring in even more customers. But if you look at this 23,000 pre-orders, this is probably not just in the United States. This is probably in Canada and all over the United States. Not in the three states that he was talking about. This is probably pre-orders from the entire United States. So when they were doing their campaign, they weren't thinking about which markets we wanted to launch. They were thinking we make the car and then we sell it to whoever pre-orders it. But the new CEO is coming in and he's saying that we're not going to be selling throughout the United States. We're only selling in 3 Pacific states. And because of that, we cannot release pre-order numbers because pre-order numbers are all over the place. It could be even Europe. It could be, in like international, Canada, Vancouver residents could have pre-ordered, a few thousand. And then if you add on to, all, the rest of Europe, that could be that 23,000 pre-order number. So their pre-order number might be a lot lower than you think. Like, it might, instead of 23,000, it might be like 5,000. California might be like, California and the other 2 states could be 5, maybe 10,000 pre-orders. But that's still pretty decent. 5 to 10,000 pre-orders. And then those pre-orders can build up as more and more people see them on the road. People might be like, oh, that looks kind of interesting. And then more and more people might buy the Solo cars. So that's just my 2 cents behind it. I still would like them to release a pre-order number or, give Pacifics. But that's what management chooses. my hope is when they start selling these cars in California and Oregon and that state, I'm hoping they announce delivery numbers like Tesla or NIO, where Tesla say we sell 100,000 cars or 130,000 cars this quarter. I'm hoping that Solo say, oh, we delivered 1,000 cars to our customers or 2,000 cars to our customers already. I'm hoping they do that. They may not. That would suck if they didn't. But, you know, at the end of the day, when earnings come out, those numbers have to come out eventually. So, you know, I'm hoping. But hey, you know what? That's, at the end of the day, big money ultimately dictates where Solo stock would go, in my opinion. Because Solo, like retail investors can't move Solo stock. Retail investors cannot move Solo stock. They might be able to pop it like 20 cents, 30 cents. But retail investors are also extremely greedy too. They are not going to pump a stock and leave the stock up. They are going to pump the stock and quickly take their profit when more and more people pile on. So retail investors are way too greedy, especially the day traders. They're not in there for the long run. They're in there because they saw a pop in the stock price. So they buy into the stock, which creates a short-term uprise, and then they would take their profit, and then the stock price would correct. So retail investors can't move the stock. It has to be big money at the end of the day. It has to be big money that moves this stock. Like, for example, NIO, obviously NIO at one point was $2. If you bought this thing at $2, my God, you would make so much money. You would make so much money. You would have 10 times your like 1,000% return on investment if you bought this thing at $2 or lower, $1.80, $1.90. Just bought it, closed your eyes, went to sleep for a year, came out, and you're super rich. Solo could be the same thing. It could be the same thing. And NIO is so much more expensive than Solo. It's $34 billion. If Solo was $34 billion, their stock price would be worth, $1,000. Because they don't have that many shares compared to Solo. Or even Workhorse, Workhorse, like, if I made a video saying, buy Workhorse at $2, you will 10x your money in the future, people would come and laugh at me. They'll be like, what the F you talking about? Why would her Workhorse go to $20? Well, they're $20 right now. If I said that when it was $2, people would laugh at me. People would absolutely laugh at me. And then big money came in, pushed the stock up. Why? I don't know. But they wanted to. And that's what it did. And then ARK came in and started buying. And BlackRock and a bunch of other institutional investors, which made it held support at $15. And now the stock is continuing to run up. But I don't know. It could crash back down to $15. It could go back down to $2. Who knows what Workhorse will really do at the end of the day. But that's why I'm saying, like, Solo could be Solo in the future. Solo could go to $10, $20 in the future, just like NIO and Workhorse. They could, but big money has to do it, not small money. Small money don't move stocks. Big money moves stocks. Anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe for future updates. Okay, wow, I just gotta last like another 30 seconds. Like, yeah, I really have not too much to say about this, but Solo was at one point, its 52-week high was $6. So, I mean, right now it's $3, so you could potentially double your money. 1 year target estimate is $5.88, so you could definitely double your money on this stock, especially at if you bought in at $3 and think that is going to double. But if you buy it at $250, it will only require $5 to double your money. But anyways, that is it for my video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for future updates and have a great day. Bye.